Welcome back, runners. Update 1004 went live in Marathon today, and it is the first major set of tuning changes we've seen since the game launched. It covers everything from stability to the score, but the core of this patch is about resource management and vision. So let's have a look at the facts. First off, the UESC, Bungie is making a deliberate move to reduce what they call the resource burden of PvE combat. They've reduced the health of most UESC enemies and slightly lowered the shield HP of bosses. The developer note on this is clear. They want your bullets and meds to go further, especially for solo players. UESC Grenadiers are just dropping EMPs less frequently, and the spawn rates for med cabinets and munition crates on perimeter have been increased. If you're running the free sponsor kits for Mida, Cyber Acme or Arachne, you're also dropping in with more starting ammo. And the intention here isn't to make the game easy, it's about making sure that clearing a room of bots doesn't leave you completely bankrupt before you even encounter another crew. Then we have some changes for scopes. Thermal scopes in particular have been significantly reined in. We all know how lethal they feel at the moment, or how they did feel. Visual clarity on thermal targets has been reduced, but the real impact is in highlight distances. Snipers took the largest hit, with thermal highlight range dropping from 180 meters to just 100. PRs down to 80, and standard rifles or SMGs now cap out at 60 meters, which shifts the tactical burden back onto players' own eyes for long-range spotting. At the same time, the range at which gunfire and explosions can be heard has increased, so you're trading a reduced visual advantage for increased audio footprint. If you engage, you're now more likely to be heard by players. You can no longer see through a thermal lens. Rook received a series of fixes as well. His position is now correctly displayed on the map, and reputation gains from exfilling have been brought in line with solo player bonuses. However, the WSTR shotgun will now spawn compromised, which means if you want to extract with it as Rook, you are now required to find and use a matter fixative during your run. It's a direct change to how specific gear enters the player economy, and that used to be a nice, easy way of pulling out those shotguns for free, essentially. Finally, a major change to map flow. The broken wing entrance to the pinwheel on Outpost has been temporarily disabled, with Bungie stating that in its current state it trivialized entrance into the zone. They're taking it offline to tweak the risk-reward balance, and until it returns, players are being funneled back into the primary, more contested routes, which I think is fair. We've seen a lot of videos of people using that as a hack to get good loot, basically. Stability-wise, we're seeing fixes for dedicated server crashes and map load hangs, and the Lux bundle has been adjusted to 1,120 to fix the pricing friction in the store. Bungie isn't changing direction overall here. Tau Ceti should still feel like a harsh and uncompromising place to be, but they are clearly fine-tuning exactly where that difficulty comes from. You should spend less time fighting the economy and the UI and more time fighting the world. So get back in there, and I will see you on the next one.